coming up. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. He's on me. I need more than one chasing. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There he is. Yeah, decent fish. I think he's real big. Oh, that's a good spot. There we go. Keeper spot. Just kind of swam it over top of a tree into a group of fish right there, and he came out and ate it. Put him back, see if we can get another one. Hey guys, Eric Prey, Table Rock Fishing Intel. We're going to talk about the Jewel Gem Shad today. I'm actually throwing the original Gem Shad, came out a couple of years ago, throwing it on a 1/4 ounce head, using it with a Kitech 3.3. And because it's December and it's winter, we are out here fishing for deep fish. Most of the fish that we're targeting today are going to be anywhere from 25 to 50 feet deep. I'm casting to the fish, I'm casting to the cover, the standing timber that they're in, and sometimes I'll even drop directly on them because I'm going to let that bait fall right down on top of the fish and put it right in their face. So it's pretty critical to use the electronics. But I do want to tell you some of the things about the Gem Shad, some of the things that make it different from every other swim bait head that's out there, and we'll probably catch a few fish and show you how we catch them doing this. So the Gem Shad's really kind of unique. It's part of the Gem series that Jewel came out with about a year and a half ago, and it's really one of the best swim bait heads out there on the market right now. It's got a fairly stout hook in it, it's got a decent weed guard on it, but the thing that really separates it from all the other swim bait heads out there is how well it pairs up with like a Kitech 2.8, 3.3. The Gem Shad 2.0 is perfect for the 2.8 or the 3.3. The regular Gem Shad will work for any of the swim baits that are bigger than that. Another one looking. Uh-oh, there he is. There he is. I don't think he's very big. Oh, well, maybe he is. Yeah, decent little guy. Not bad. Good looking little Kentucky. I don't think he'd keep, but he's down there deep, hanging out. If you look at the head itself, it's a plastic coated lead, so it has a very natural appearance. You can see it has a fairly stout hook in it. I mean, that's actually a pretty beefy hook. It's got a wire weed guard on it, which is more than sufficient for what we're doing right now. Obviously, I wouldn't want to throw that into a real tangled mess of brush, but for fishing around trees, for fishing around docks, and that sort of thing, it will definitely come through that cover very, very well without any problems whatsoever. Basically, the way it comes in two sizes, comes in an 1/8 and comes in a 1/4. Uh-oh, a little movement. Get it. There he is. Oh, that feels like a decent fish. Boy, he came right out of that tree and nailed it. Oh yeah, that's a better Kentucky. Oh, that may be a black. That's a black. Pretty good black right there. He came right out on top of that cedar tree. There was a whole group of them in it. And just kind of swam that bait right through, and he knocked the fire out of it. Maybe they're waking up a little bit. Maybe we'll catch a few more. This is how I rig the Gem Shad. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Kitech, and this is the 3.3 in Pro Blue. And the first thing I'm going to do is, if you look, you've got these ribs here, and I'm going to go between the first and second rib. And I am basically just going to cut that top off between the first and second rib right there. And just get that out of the way because I don't need it. And that gives me a nice flat surface that I can run the Gem Shad through. The next thing I want to do is I want to make sure I've got it going with the tail facing down. I'm going to take my Gem Shad head and I'm going to bend that weed guard out of the way so it doesn't get in my way while I'm rigging it. So then again, I'm going to make sure I've got it lined up with the tail facing down. I'm going to put it right in the center. Then run that hook right up in there. You've got that hook groove, and that's where you're going to line your hook to come up. And I go, about 3/4 of the way back into that hook groove. Bring it out through the hook groove, and then just run it the rest of the way up. Those double keepers on there are going to keep that bait from sliding down, so I don't need any glue or anything. Then I'll bend my weed guard back, make sure it's in there straight, and that's it. That is your gem shad right there, rigged and ready to go. What I'm doing out here is I'm hitting these targets and looking for the fish around these trees. If you look, you don't see very many trees out here where I'm at. I'm in 60 foot of water right now, and I'm basically fishing targets. I'm looking for fish, I'm looking for bait. Ooh, I got one following me right now. And most of these fish are relating to the standing timber that's out here. You know, a lot of it's going to be topping out around 30 or 40 feet deep, and that's really where the fish are. They're looking for shad, they're looking for cover, and then looking for the shad to come through. You can see there's a group of fish right there. They're down 45 feet. There's really nothing here. There's one little tree that they're hanging on, but there's a school of shad down here on the bottom. So those fish are targeting those shad, and I in turn am targeting those fish using the gem shad. And I'm using the 1/4 ounce with a 3.3 Kitech on it, which matches the size of these shad that the fish are feeding on. And I'm going to throw at those fish. Let's see if I can't get one of them to bite, because it's actually a pretty good group of fish. Ooh, get it. Got him. That one was just out there over nothing. Ooh, it's a good spot. Oh man, he ate this thing. He absolutely ate this gem shad. Absolutely devoured the gem shad. Hooked right in the top of the mouth, right where he's supposed to be hooked. Nice solid hook set. Good sharp hook. Everything you want on a gem shad. Everything you want on a swim bait hook for that matter. That's a good solid fish. No problem keeping. Probably 2.5, 2 3/4. So guys, that gives you some idea, some of the versatility of the jewel gem shad. You know, it is December, so we're out fishing deep with it. We caught fish anywhere from 20 to about 50 foot deep, caught some casting it, caught some dropping it right over the side and fishing vertically and horizontally with it. It's an incredibly versatile bait. It comes with the wire weed guard, which is really important when you're fishing around this standing timber. It enables you to bring it right over top of a tree and bring it through a tree where the fish are hiding without worrying about it hanging up. But in the springtime, you can clip that off and fish it in open water, so you don't have to worry about maybe not hooking that fish because the weed guard got in the way. Great bait to use in the wintertime, works in the spring when you're scrubbing it on the bottom or throwing it around docks and that sort of thing. Works great with every size of Kitech swim bait they make. If you're using the smaller ones, the 2.8s, the 3.3s, use the Gem Shad 2.0. If you're using the bigger swim baits, the 3.8s all the way up to the big 7-inch swim baits, use the regular Gem Shad. Either way, you can catch a lot of fish by using the Gem Shad year-round. Right now it's working for this casting and presenting it to these deeper fish, but it's a great way to catch fish on Table Rock Lake. When you're looking to get your gem shads, the best place to get your gem shad is to go to jewelbait.com. They've got all the sizes, all the colors in stock. Makes it really easy to get them. Remember that they've started doing Anytime you get an order over $50, you get free shipping. So remember that as well. Get it shipped to your door. And don't forget, it's Christmas time, and they've introduced the fish tools boxes, and they have a special fish tools box that they're introducing for Christmas that you can get your Christmas present for somebody that likes to fish and get some baits that actually work, not some closeout crap that nobody wants, actual good baits. Then a lot of them work right here on Table Rock Lake. So check out jewelbait.com, check out the Gem Shad, and check out the fish tools. This is Eric Bray, Table Rock Fishing Intel, giving you more tips to catch more fish on Table Rock Lake.